morning and welcome to the summary solution class. While you're in good meditation, taking some deeper breaths, if you're not already breathing down into the root, filling your belly with breath. Maybe you let an exhale go to the mouth, to the nose. Allow it to have some force. You're actively drawing breath out of your body. Breathing in and breathing. Noticing the stack of your bones, length of your spine, shoulders of your head, your ears of your shoulders. Feel like a magnet drawing you up toward the sky. Start to move the neck, moving the head from side to side of the ear. One shoulder, and then the other. It's the morning, so move slowly, keep your eyes closed. You've been practicing the silent meditation. Sometimes it's nice to just keep your eyes closed and follow the voice, follow my heart. And maybe you start to dip the nose down toward the center and lift the chin as you come up to the right side. So creating a little half circle into different areas. Keep going with that movement or whatever movement is right. Maybe pausing. Feel an area that needs like stretch. But our goal for devotion is more mobility. So the movement itself helps with that. And then stretch it a little out of the roll the head back to center. And then maybe from the side you'll see. So we're going to move our heads forward and then draw the chin in. Draw the chin forward and tuck it in. So almost like a pigeon walking. And try to keep your shoulders and everything out still as you go through this movement. Again, maybe you keep your eyes closed. Keeping your chin parallel. A little crunchy neck, crunchy sound. More rounds of breath. And bring the head back to the center. Drop the right fingers to the earth and left ear to the left shoulder. And here we'll start to lift the right fingers up off the floor. And draw a little. So this is a very gentle movement. Just drawing circles. Passively. Fingers are extended, but we're not pushing the body at all. slowly, as you're drawing those circles, lift your head to the center and then bring the right ear to the right ear. Starting to anchor that left shoulder. Drop the right ear sleeper. Bring the left right ear to the right shoulder and then again lower. Left fingertips until we find the right spot. And then draw those muscles. Then be very gentle breath. Start to slowly bring the head up and I'm still drawing that. And drop your left ear, left shoulder. Slowly let the left ear come down to earth. Lift the crown of the head up toward the sky. Draw the shoulder blades together. Open your chest. Bring the palms up toward the sky. Inhale the arms up. Interlace the fingers and draw the hands down to the back. So we're opening up to the chest, drawing the elbow open and wide. Deep breath into the chest. And then on the exhale, curling, pulling the belly in toward the spine, drawing the elbows toward the ear, and allowing the chin to come down toward the chest. We're letting the hands anchor the head down. And you may feel this stretch all the way along the spine. Inhale to open up, draw the elbows wide. And exhale to fold it in. Elbows come toward the head. Inhale to open. We'll do 3 more of these. And exhale to bring it in. Inhale to open. And we're holding our breath at the top. Exhale to bring it in. Inhale to open. See if you can take an even bigger breath. Exhale to bring it in. Open the elbows wide. Release your hands to the earth. And start to bring your leg out wide. So if your bum is propped up, you can just kind of slide yourself off. There may still be a little bit of support under the bum, which is fine. That will help us to move into the stretch in the morning. And just give your thighs a rub, your legs a rub, maybe the inside or tops. Everyone's going to have their own little spots. You can do, you get cramping in the outer thigh. Just taking a moment to really feel the leg. And as you're doing this, really lengthen the spine. Sitting up nice and tall. This is where a little blanket or whatever you are sitting on, that little bridge, is helpful to keep the spine long. And we'll just start to extend that, the rubbing of the leg, extend it out the right toe, And back and out to the left. Maybe close your eyes. Just feel into this movement. There's nothing complicated coming. Just ease into the opening sensation in the back of the leg. If your feet are on an angle, try to turn the back toward the back. And two more, just like that. And the next time we come over to whatever leg you started on. So I started on the left. Walk the fingertips forward. Try to keep along the spine. And then walk yourself over to the right. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Draw the heart forward. Exhale to tuck the chin in toward the chest. And hold. So we're not reaching to the feet here. We're keeping hands on the ground. And then walk the fingertips back up. And then right straight. And then slide the hand down right leg. Start to walk the fingertips out. So you're creating like this curve from center. Walk over to the left. Fingertips on either side of the leg. Hands on either side of the leg. Inhale to lengthen. Draw the chest forward. And then exhale to hold. Tucking the chin toward the chest. Let the spine forward. And then walk your hips back to where the hips come up. Inhale the arms. And exhale to forward fold. So this is the morning. We don't have to go super deep. Just wherever your hands land, draw the shoulder blades together, lengthen the spine. I'm going to keep all the spine here. Yeah. And maybe sway from side to side a little bit. Good. Again, we're looking for mobility. Wiggle the toes. And then walk your hips back toward the hips. Bring your arms out to the side. Shoulder, palms facing down, and then palms. So if you imagine that maybe you're turning a handle of some kind, depending on the flexibility in your shoulders, maybe as you come back, go to your palm up. So finding the full rotation from the shoulder in the arms. We'll breathe into this for a few more rounds of breath. And for your legs, your heels are fixed into the ground. So just kind of holding you there, and you can let them relax the active background. And we'll start to slow that rotation, bringing the palms to the back. And begin to reach the right fingertips over to the right side. So you're taking your torso over the right hip. Turn the right palm down, bring it down to the ground. The left fingertips reach up toward the sky. We're going up and over the side. The side. So opening the left side ribs, turning the chest and heart skyward. Try not to collapse into the right side. And lift up here. Breathe and inhale. Left palm turns toward the left side and then come up. Palms facing down, holding the shoulder blades toward one another. Maybe finding that rotation. Again. Maybe your shoulders are tight. Your back here. And then we'll start to turn the left palm up toward the sky. Reach as far as you can over toward the left side, over the left hip, and then left fingertips around, right arm up and over. Nice big opening in the right side body. Breathe. Inhale the right fingertips up toward the sky, palm facing toward the right side, and bring it down. Right heel or right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. And again, we're going to send our fingertips down the legs so we do a little rub. And then run the fingertips down if you can reach for the foot. If not, maybe a strap, or you can bring your hands to the outside of the left leg. Rounding down the right hip, rotate your chest and heart toward the sky. So we're going to start with that. Feeling a rotation here. And then begin to bring the right hand up and over toward the left toes. And inhale up. Square your hips with the left leg. Inhale the arms up. And exhale to fold over the left. So maybe you reach for the feet, maybe not. If you're hyper flexible, add a little bend in the knee so that the knee is not caving in. Walk the fingertips back up. And we're going to turn the hips toward the right knee and walk the fingertips forward, holding over the right. Okay, so here there's a stretch on the left hip. Keep the left leg grounded. If at any time you feel a cramp or any discomfort, wiggle the toes. And walk your hands back to the center. Send the right leg out long. Left foot comes to the side of the right thigh. And you may notice that each side is different. And depending on how long it's been since you've done yoga last, stretch, you're not going as deep or as far as keep in mind in the knee. So extend the right hand down toward the right heel. And then plant the palm on the outside of the leg or on the outside of the foot. Start with that rotation, heart toward the sky. Inhale the left arm up, over, toward the right. We're breathing into the left side body. And inhale back up. Square your hips with the right leg. Inhale the arms up. And exhale. So you can reach for the feet here or your hands on either side of the leg. See if you can keep the spine long. You're at the hip. Breathing, embracing the release or the growing flexibility as we move through our practice. Walking the fingertips back toward the hips. We now square the hips with the left knee and walk forward. So you're folding over the left knee, but trying to keep the right hip grounded. And walking your tips back. Let's come over onto our heels. So sitting back on the heel, moving any props off of your mat. So you have space. And then just notice if you need blankets or blocks or anything under the hips, adding that. So even if you're sort of like sitting up like this, just having something underneath you, so that we're starting to open the quad. And sitting up nice and tall. So just notice if you're maybe tipping forward, maybe lean back a little bit. You may feel like you're actually moving back a lot further than the bar, sitting up nice and tall. Now, the breath, walk the fingertips back. If you're not able to reach the ground, interlace your fingers behind you, clasping hands, or you can bring your hands to forearms or elbows. And start to open the chest, breathe into that space, open the top back. And then let your right foot come and step next to the left knee, sitting up tall. And we're going to lean forward. So coming up onto the right toes, drawing the right heel down toward the ground. So this is something you'll feel deep in the calf, or maybe even made the knees feel. But try not to be harsh with it, just let it gently open. And then we'll slide the right leg back, sit back on the heel. Walk the fingertips back again. This time, we're going to, with our toes spread, so our feet aren't crossed, our toes are spread, lift the knees up off the floor. So this is a stretch off the top of the foot and the ankle. And then slowly bring it down. Left foot stands next to the right. So we're sitting on the right heel, not nice and tall. And then you'll see I start to lean forward up onto the left toes and draw the left heel down. And this is opening. You need to massage that space as well. And now not everyone will have this in their space, but making sure that you're turned towards the sunrise. Sit back on the heels again. And then come forward onto all fours in the table position, spreading the fingers wide. Let's claw into the fingertips. And then lift the heel of the hand and lower. So a really simple movement here, lift the heel of the hand. So just fingers that are planted and then lift and lower. And pay attention to your feet, knees directly under the hips. So spread wide. 30. And 1. Let's turn the right hand back toward the knee. And then the left. Spread the fingers wide, now feeling the stretch in the wrist. If you feel comfortable, you can start to draw your back. Like drawing the belly button in toward the spine, conscious of our spine. The head dropping, bring it up, so the line, breath up. Line to the tailbone. All right, and let's turn those hands back around. Come back to sit on your heels and shake up. Now, some of you are going to be watching this and it's April. And it's almost May. So this is why we have yoga. For long winter. All right, let's come forward onto all fours. Start to bring some strength into your core. Press into the tops of the feet and just gently lift the knees up off the earth. Again, keep your neck in line with your tailbone. Belly up and in. And then lower. Let's tuck the toes under. Walk the hands back toward the feet. Uncurl the toes. A little foot stretch here. Opening up, inhale the arms up. And then bring them down into a table position, keeping the toes tucked. We're going to lift the knees up off the floor again. Engage the core, belly to spine, long neck. And 3, 2, 1. Slowly drop the knees. Come back to the tops of the feet. Walk your fingertips back and all the way back. Lifting the knees up off the floor. So we're stretching the tops. So kind of counter stretch here. And then walking forward. Going back to table. Take some cat cows. Inhale, chest and heart forward. Drop the belly. Open the space between the shoulders. And then exhale, draw your navel in toward your spine. Space between the shoulder blades. Claw into the fingertips. We'll do these for a little while. So moving with the breath. Taking breaks for water when you need them. And if we're moving through the sequence and you feel like there's something else like these, just honoring that. Just the lighting. The sun is rising, we have to change the lighting. So maybe you're sending your hips from side to side. All right, so just send your right leg out to the right side. Ground the outside edge, ground all four corners of that foot. If your knee is hyperextending, add a little tiny bend there. And then begin to walk the fingertips back toward the knee, standing up. Slide the right fingers down the right leg, left arm up and over. So we're creating this shape. So really we're opening the left side. Left hand will come down to the earth, right underneath the shoulder. Right fingertips to the sky. Lift the right leg, big toe pointing forward. And stack everything. So want to stack one hip over the other. Holding here. And begin to lower and lift. if it feels better to just hold this pose, maybe. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Drop the foot, ground the outside edge, and then reach the right fingertips over the ear, over toward the left side. Got a nice stretch from toe to fingertip. And then inhale up. Slide the right hand down the right leg. Come back up through center. Sink the hips back toward the right heel, or sorry, the left heel, keeping the right leg out. And then come into it like a child's pose, but with your leg out to the side. So dropping down over the left leg. Walk the fingertips back. Right knee comes in to meet the left. Excellent. All right, we're going to send the left leg out. Now, walk the fingertips back to where the knee. Send the left fingertips down the left leg, right arm up and over. And then coming over, right hand to the earth. Left fingertips up toward the sky, then lift the left leg, big toe pointing forward. Reaching out through the heel, stack everything. So one hip over the other, one shoulder over the other. And if your leg is only lifted, a foot off the floor or not even, that's okay too. And you can stay here or you can start to lower and lift. Bring your gaze forward. You want to stay still, that's fine too. And we're here for 3, 2, and 1. And coming back up. Sliding the left hand down the left leg. Oh, I forgot. Over on the, come back onto the right hand and reach the left fingertips over the left ear toward the right side. Nice big long side pull. And then we can come up, slide the left hand down. And then hands to the earth, sink the right heel toward, the bum toward the right heel and walk the fingertips forward, coming into that child's pose with leg extension. Right, walking the hands back. Sitting back on the heels, we'll come forward into table. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees up off the floor and start to send your hips back towards your heels. Lift the hips up to down dog. Lower the right heel. Lift the left leg. Left toes pointing down. We're not opening the hip here. We're keeping the hips closed. And then lower the left foot and lift the right leg. So drawing the left heel down toward the ground. Right toes are pointing down. And we'll slide that right foot forward slightly from the left foot, lower the right heel, lift the left leg. So we're going to keep doing that. You may want to come up onto your fingertips to make space. Just make it happen in little steps, lifting the leg each time you come forward. And notice you do a little bit of a lift to get that leg forward until you make it to your fingertips and then come into a forward. So just surrendering into this forward fold, Let the arms hang or bring them to your elbows, whatever feels right and good to you. Maybe bend in the knee. Let the head and neck go. And I haven't mentioned it at all in the past, but it may be worth asking yourself, what was my intention for my practice today? Sometimes with intention, I don't really like that question, what's your intention? But it comes more clearly once I've already started moving around. You can sway the hips from side to side, whatever feels right here now in your body. Sometimes the legs quiver and that's totally normal and all right. And then we'll send the arms out wide and start to build ourselves up to standing. Inhale the arms up and exhale the hands to heart center. Take a moment, bringing your arms out to your side to breathe, to adjust, to close your eyes, and notice your feet hip distance apart. And again, that stacking feeling where everything is in alignment, everything is stacked. All the joints are stacked one over the other. We're going to move into a breath of joy, but a simple breath of joy. So it's just an inhale with the arms up, maybe add a little back bend, and then an exhale, knees bend. Arms reach up and back. So like you're skiing or something. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale, send them back. So there's a bend in the knee. As the arms come down, try to keep your feet in alignment. Inhale and then exhale. And you can make a forceful exhale with a out through the mouth. That feels good. Just keep going. Try to keep your toes fixed. So if your toes are trying to lift up off the ground, keep them grounded. Stretch up toward the sky and exhale. Keep going. So we're fueling our intention now. So what was your intention? Getting filled up. And we have 3 more. 2 and 1. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, let's halfway lift, hands to shins for 5. Draw the shoulders back, belly up and in. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to come all the way up. Let your fingertips meet and then let them draw down towards center. So we're going to do 2 more of those. If you want to close your eyes, if you want to drop into that meditative state, inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Nice big swan dive. Inhale, slide the hands up the leg. Reach out to the crown of the head. Belly to spine. Halfway lift. And then exhale to forward fold. Inhale to come all the way up. When fingertips touch, draw the hands down to earth. Inhale the arms up. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Holding your breath at the top. See if you can relax into the holding of your breath. Exhale to fold. And we ride the next inhale all the way up. And exhale the hands towards them. One more time, just like that. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the palms, come back into plank. Step back into plank or modified plank. Modified plank, drop the knees and press into the tops of the feet. So we're very active in the core. And then begin to draw the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Bend the knees and start to lower the knees down toward the ground. Your shoulders will come over your wrists. We're coming into peace, just where you're hovering your knees out over the earth. And then send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Shifting forward, coming up on those toes, and then dropping the knees just so they're hovering above the earth. Belly in toward the spine. And then send the hips up and back. We'll just do one more of those. Coming forward, lowering the knee. Send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right, this time we shift forward into plank, lower the knees. Eyes of the elbows turn forward. Then the elbows slowly lower down to the ground. Inhale, come forward into a baby cobra. So tops of the feet into the earth. Kneecaps are hovering. So engage your quad. Relax the glutes. Inhale, lift the chest and heart. Draw the shoulder blades back and down the back. So you're lifting with the lower back. And slowly lower. Bring your right arm out to the side. So there's a modification for this stretch. This will get into the shoulder with the arm straight and different variations with different angles in the arm. So imagine you're up against a wall. The variation that I'm going to do today is a bent elbow. So half cactus. Shift your body over toward the left side of the mat. Lift the left leg up toward the sky. Bend the knee and bring it over to the right side. If you can't reach, add a block. Or just turning your weight toward the right side is going to give you that stretch. So we want to feel an opening in the chest or the shoulder. Relax your right ear. Relax your right ear to the ground. And you can draw this open even more by opening that knee, if there's space available, bringing the right leg in line with the body. And start to bring it back to center and do the same thing with the left arm. So either bringing it out straight on an angle, like a T position from the shoulder, or sometimes having a little angle up can help, or bend the elbow, bring it into cactus, lift the right leg, bend at the knee, foot over to the left side. Relax your ear to the earth. If you have a blanket, maybe put that under the ear. So make yourself more comfortable here. Left leg in line with the left side body. So one thing we're doing is we're tracing our joints. So if we look at our heel on the left side, is it in line with our hip? Is it in line with our shoulder? Breathing into this stretch. And bring it back through center. Left arm alongside the ear, turn over onto your left side, and then come on to your back. All right, feet mat distance apart. Let's move the knees from side to side. So tucking the left knee in towards center as the right knee goes to the right side. Let's hold. And then the other way, feeling that transition with right side. And if there's anything else that your body needs, like maybe a twist, doing that twist now. Otherwise, we're going to come into Savasana for guided meditation. Because this is the first class, the guided meditation is going to just be a simple one. Help you your workday or whatever you have going on. So when you're ready, bring the legs out long, bring your arms to your sides, palms to your sides. A moment, there is silence to let your breath be easy. Gently taking the chin in toward the chest and lengthening the neck. Close your eyes and let your entire body feel soft. Any and all tension releases from the body. Become aware to into this space of relaxation. Become aware of the space, your eyebrow. There's a little home for your consciousness between your ears. It goes that space, reserve space, your eyebrow, hinges. As your breath easier, your body releases more and more tension. Wish to follow the guided meditation, follow the sound of my voice. And remember that this is your meditation. So anything that does not help or serve you, just let it pass by. So I want you to bring yourself to a state, a cleansing or healing state. cleansing and healing state. And however you need to get there, perhaps there is a door or a gate. Notice how you enter this state through an archway, a mirror, just bringing your awareness to this entry. And in order for you to step inside your cleansing and healing state, perhaps you say to yourself, I am ready. I am ready to be cleansed. I am ready to feel safe. And each of us works at our own pace, so taking your time if you are not yet ready to enter. Maybe some of you have already flung open the door and stepped inside. And once you're inside, start to form the image of the space looking around you, noticing any color, object, smell, sound. This is your cleansing sanctuary. And for each person, it is different. For some, it's a beautiful bathtub. For others, it's a meadow or somewhere on a beach. For some, it's just a white space or outer space. So just observing the dimensions of the space, if it's small or big, cozy and warm, or vast, expansive, observing, and orienting yourself with the light source in the space. The light comes from the lamp and the sun. And wherever that light is in that space, make your way and put yourself in the path of the light. And remember that this is a space just for you. This is for your healing. No one else is allowed to be here. So don't limit yourself. If something comes to your mind, that's what's right for you. And we're going to this cleansing sanctuary first, because this is something, a place where maybe you start all of your meditation. You first cleanse yourself, to heal yourself before you move into something else. And so look around you and find the tools, the cleansing tools. Water, sort of water source, right? It's something you can do. What cleanses your cleansing? Just making yourself familiar with those tools. Making yourself familiar with this. Beginning to use those tools with the bathtub, bringing it back, feeling yourself submerged. Whatever it may be, embracing this, and let you stay in this cleansing space. Some of you are still at the door. But just remember that this place is yours, and it's there for you whenever you should be. And no one else will allowed. You find yourself pulled out of your cleansing sanctuary, come back in through the door. Space is your dust. As you use your cleansing tools, you start to feel your body become lighter and brighter. Various weight, the discomfort, just melting away. Just know that this is a safe place to go whenever you should need to cleanse, revitalize, heal. You don't have to tell anyone about this state. It's just for you. Private little hideaway, tucked away in your mind. Whenever you're ready, start to make plans to come back or look around, remembering as much as you can. Start to make our way out of the cleansing sanctuary, heading back toward that door or that gate, that entryway. And take as much time as you need in Savasana to rest. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me with connection and truths and a wonderful day.